This video will cover factorizing, including factorizing trinomials and binomials. A factor is a number that divides another number without remainders. For example, 55 can be broken down into its factors 11 and 5 and can be expressed as 11 times 5. So the factors of 55 are 11 and 5. A factorized expression is when you rewrite an expression as a product of its factors. For example, negative 3x minus 12 is a classic example of a binomial expression that can be factorized. So what we want to do first is get the two terms, negative 3x and negative 12, and break them down into their factors. So negative 3x can be broken down into negative 3 times x, and negative 12 can be broken down into negative 3 times positive 4. And we want to get the GCF of them now, which is the greatest common factor. Right away we can see that the GCF of these two terms here is going to be negative 3, as it is the greatest common term. And we want to now put this outside of a pair of brackets, and to get the terms inside the brackets, we want to do negative 3x divided by negative 3, which is x, and then negative 12 divided by negative 3x, which is equal to 4. In other words, the terms inside the brackets will be the other factors that we have found over here. So this is the factorized form of this expression over here. This expression can also be factorized in the form of positive 3 times x minus 4. Minus x minus 4. This is another possible factorization of this above. When we want to factorize trinomials now, so these are going to be expressions in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. We need to account for whether they are monic or non-monic. So for example, for a monic trinomial, monic means that this a term is equal to 1. For example, x squared plus 8 squared plus 15. We want to use the PSF method, so product, sum, factor. Essentially, we want two numbers that are that form the product of C and give a sum of B. In our case, 15 is C term, so we want two numbers that multiply to 15, and 8 is our B term, and so we want two numbers that add to 8. Straight away we can see that the factors will be 3 and 5, because 3 times 5 is equal to 15, and 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. For non-monics such as this, we can straight away get our two sets of brackets, put our variable in here, in our case x, and then put our factors inside, so it should be positive 3 and positive 5. So this is the fully factorized form. What about non-monic trinomials so that a term is not equal to 1? For example, a common example would be 6x squared minus 8x minus 8. So we still want to use the PSF method, but first we want to multiply this a term with this c term over here. So we will get 6 times negative 8, which will be negative 48. So we want two numbers that multiply to negative 48, and two numbers that add to negative 8, as negative 8 is our b term here. Straight away we can see that negative 12 and 4 will be our factors, as negative 12 times 4 is equal to negative 48, and negative 12 plus 4 is equal to negative 8. Now for these non-monic trinomials, we first want to break this down into two binomials. So what I mean by this is we get a 6x squared minus 12x plus 4x minus 8. So now we have two binomials that we can expand separately. We'll expand this one first. So our GCF will be 6x. 6x squared divided by 6x is x. Negative 12x divided by 6x is equal to negative 2. And now we'll expand this, factorize this one here, which will be, the GCF will be positive 4. 4x divided by positive 4 will be x, and negative 8 divided by positive 4 will be negative 2. Essentially, in our two brackets, we want the exact same expression, in our case, x minus 2. The final step of this factorization will be grouping this 6x plus 4 into brackets, and then next to it putting our x minus 2 in brackets. So here is our fully factorized non-monic trinomial expression of this. Thank you for watching, and please comment down below on what you want to see next. Thank you.